Oh, whoops. I missed the button. Hang on. There we go. I got a little bit too excited listening to Alan Walker, and then the song ended, and I wasn't ready. Oh dear. Anyway, welcome. Hello, hello. This is Satisfactory. Hope everyone has had a good week. Hello, Rasby. Hello, Jafe. Hello, Purple Rider. So, yes, today I think we are going to continue with our big sort of oil silo project. Oh, you had a terrible day, Rasby. That's no good. What happened? So I think the first thing I want to do is get some walls on that, because at the moment it's just a lid. So if we can put some walls on it, it'll actually look a little bit more like a silo. So let's hop down, and we'll grab some stuff for walls. That should just be concrete and iron plates, and I'll probably spend the next 2 hours doing that. So fun stream for everyone today. What do I actually have? Got some fuel. I probably don't need cables or rods for this, so I can get rid of them. Yeah, where am I? Aha! Okay, so I'll drop off the rods, I'll drop off the cables. Yeah, I'll get rid of the steel and the rotors and the wire as well. Okay, so concrete and iron. Ooh. Frame rate's already having a fit today. So we'll grab that. We'll grab that. And we'll see what we can go do with that much. Okay, and this is the new one that takes us over this away. Set that up last week. There we go. Okay, so presumably I came out of that one. Okay, so in this one. Oh. There's a thing there. Oh. Wait, something's not right there. Wait, what? Where do they come from? They're supposed to be like that, I'm fairly sure. Yeah, okay, that's better. Oh, they're down here as well. They weren't... Ah, okay. Not with it at all. Yes, because I deleted some. Right, so what I'll do, I'll drop that. I'll go and, in fact, I'll drop 2 of them. And then I'll go and see what's in that other sort of container chest over here. Had a dispute with a good friend because of differences in speech patterns. Rarely get angry, but you had the debate, and because the speech patterns were significantly different, you got annoyed to the point where you had to stop talking. It's not your fault or his, but yeah, it's always the worst when you end up having an argument over something that, you know, it doesn't really matter, but everyone seems to take it too seriously. Should I sheathe this a bit taller? I feel like I should. Is it sheathed over this side? Yes, okay. Right, okay, let's go back. And up. Oh, that's right. Now I can fit both of them in my inventory because I put the walls over there. Right. Okay, so I guess first, I just need to put walls around all of this. Ooh, that could be tricky, actually. Let's build out a bit of scaffolding so I can see what I'm doing. Because, yeah, you can't build directly onto the side of a foundation, unfortunately. So we'll have to go one higher and then use those to build one lower. Like that. But, yeah, we have to be careful of these. It's not going to be difficult, but nor is it going to be trivial. So I have to make sure I build off the foundation to go up and then down. So I can't build there, I have to build there. Subtle difference, but it does matter. Tubes are what Factorio is missing, 3 times as fast as a train. You said, I mean, something like that would be pretty cool in Factorio. That said, I don't think Factorio is missing anything. In fact, let's just go around and do all of these walls first. Yeah, Factorio. I'm happy to say that Factorio is pretty complete. Got some exciting Factorio news lately with the revelation that they've essentially finished the game. And they are going to start working on an expansion, like a DLC. I'm very curious to see what will be in that. As is everyone else and their dog, I'm sure. So what I think I might do, as I take these down to ground level, we'll go in sections of 3. So, like, each edge of the circle, for want of a better word, is 3 foundations wide. So if we go in sections of 3, we know that all the walls are aligned with each other. Might make it a bit easier. Whoops, that doesn't go there. Oh, thank you, autosave. You'd assume more late game stuff that adds more than just scaling up science. I think, or at least I get the impression, that they'll do something more along the lines of adding like a new phase to the game altogether. No, I don't want it there, I want it there. There you go. Underneath, please. That should do us, I think, for now. Okay. Right, so yeah, we'll do like these 3 walls here. Take them down as far as I can reach, and then I'll move over to the next 3. Because then we know that the next 3 should not be lined up with these ones. There's also been a fair amount of exciting Satisfactory news lately, actually. There's been some like early reveals of Update 4 content. We're getting gases. We've seen what some of that looks like. A couple of new buildings as well. A mixer. A gas pressurizer. A couple of balances to late game techs as well, and essentially like plutonium power, I think, or like some refined uranium stuff. Okay, let's come further out this way, and we'll do the next 3. And while we're on the topic of game updates, there has also been some relatively exciting Astroneo news. I haven't been following that one as closely, but they have revealed their 2021 roadmap. So we know some things that are coming in that. That one, as I said, I'm not looking into it quite as much, but I have seen that there is a large wind turbine in the works, which is apparently like much stronger than other alternatives. Like it's like 4 or maybe 5 RTGs worth of power. Obviously only when the wind is blowing. It looks pretty cool as well. I really wish you could zoom in while building. Okay, next 3. And of course, while I guess it's not as exciting in the same way, seeing as I'm mentioning all the games I'm playing, Dyson Sphere program has of course been getting plenty of updates. I had a look at their sort of short-term roadmap. Some nice quality of life features coming there, but of course that is still very early access, so I don't expect any new major features in that for quite a while at least. Is that down as far as the others? Yes. Okay, let's continue this round. Might actually move back a bit. There we go. Okay, next 3. Trying to think of any other game news. I suppose, like, with my game, I've recently done my second complete restart. Most projects I do that end up going through 2 or 3 restarts where like I decide I'm still near enough the beginning that restarting and refactoring my code completely is easier to get this new feature I want. So So who knows, maybe in a month or two we'll see some actual content. I would like to do some videos on that game actually, but I need to come up with, well, firstly like a point to the game. Even if I don't end up making it public, I want to have an idea of where I'm going with it. At the moment, it's just sort of generic factory game. But the reason I want that is because I might want the name of the game to have something to do with that. And I want to have a name of the game before I start showing it off to people. Okay, that will do that. Let's move out a bit further, I think. Okay, so we're, what, about an eighth of the way out? How many segments are there? 16, is it? We're not even going that far down. Starting to run out of concrete. I'll probably have to tear up some of these scaffolds behind me. It also occurs to me, I think my ladder might be in the way. Which annoyingly means I probably do need more rods. Oh well. Oh, also, do let me know. I have my ceiling fan on high at the moment, which is because of the absolutely unbearable humidity. I don't know if the mic is going to pick it up, so just give me a shout if you can hear it, or if it's annoying, or if you can't hear it, or something. Right, onwards. Yeah, here will do. I get the distinct impression this probably would have been easier to build from the ground up. Walls don't like being placed underneath other walls. At least it's a bit more careful you have to be with the positioning. A bit too far. Here will do. So we might be a quarter of the way round. I'm about to run out of concrete. So in fact what I'm going to do, we've come around that far, so I'll place a wall up there as a marker. Don't know how many of these I'll be able to reach. I'll try it though. Of course, I'm a little bit short still. I can get all of them. Okay, great. We'll leave the scaffold as much as is here. Right. Okay, so we got round that far. And where exactly did we start? Okay, so we started on this one. So we might have actually made it as much as a third of the way round. That's where we finished. Okay. So back over this way. We've gone depressingly little as far as the way down is concerned. It's difficult to say, but okay. If we've gone a quarter of the way down, we've got another 11 trips like that to do. Oh dear. Alright, let's go get more everything. We've gone less than a quarter of the way down. Maybe a fifth of the way down. Right, so that spat us out of that one. That's what we're missing here. This hub terminal doesn't actually have a way up to the top. Right. Concrete. I'm probably going to need an entire inventory full of concrete just for scaffolding. Also, we're not actually making plates that fast. So this is what? 90 parts per minute, split between 75 and 30. Well, that doesn't add up. Which goes to 30 and 30. Alright. I'm going to do a little bit of overclocking here, because that is actually our only straight up iron plate production. Okay, so I think if I overclock everything to 250, it will still work. So if I just... So that means we've got two of these, each trying to use 75 per minute. So this one wants to output 150 per minute, which it now does. That belt will need to be upgraded, but that's easily done. And then each of these want to both consume and produce or at least consume 75 per minute, and they'll produce 50. So we're making 100 plates per minute, or at least we will once I've upgraded some of these belts. I don't have belt upgrading stuff on me, unfortunately. I have a random chest around here somewhere that often has stuff in it. Mark 2 is Mark 2. No, Mark 2 isn't actually enough. Anything in these chests? Nothing useful there, or there, or there. Unsurprising. Okay. So, what I will do, I'll go grab a stack of encased beams. That should let everything here run at full speed, because at the moment these are backing up. Yeah, this is the other thing we did, at least I think it was last week, we increased the speed of this cannon. So it doesn't take forever to get to oil now, which is nice. At least I think that was last week's work. Might have even been the week before, to be honest. Autosave in a hypertube, actually. Okay. I was worried we might actually autosave in the middle of the cannon. That's the kind of thing that sounds like it could cause issues. So I think actually I will let's grab 3 stacks of that. 3 stacks of them, and 3 stacks of them. 4 stacks of them. And I will put these in that little box. So that way if I do need just a tiny bit of upgrading belt speed or something similar, that requires something from the steelworks, I don't need to go all the way back there again. I'm surprised I haven't done something similar to that already, to be honest. Oh, poor frame rate. It's foggy day, apparently. All 3 frames per second of it you can see. They do the environments quite well in this game. I think I need a light source in here as well. It's quite dark now. I don't have the door open. Oops, I turned around too quickly and now I'm lost. I think this is where I'm going? Yep. Mind you, I do have the thing I always forget. A torch. Unfortunately, going through the hypertube turns it off. Right, let's upgrade these guys first. Okay, so I'll just put it all the way up to Mark 4, why not? Okay, they're only producing at 50 per minute each, so a Mark 1 belt is actually fine. These ones are not fine. These need at least 75, but again, we'll just put them all the way up. These ones here need 75. And this one here needs 150. Okay. That should not be stopping. Unless that's... Okay, that's backed up in there, that's fine. That should be constant. Yeah, okay, that number's not going up or down. So we are using as much as we are producing. Good, good, good. I'll just let that build up for a little bit longer while I put those spare steel stuff in the box. Right. Apparently one of them was Mark II already. Oops. One day I will remember it's not that box that has the iron plates in it. Okay, I will just take all of the iron plates we can for now, and more concrete. Okay, that's all of the concrete I can take, actually. I'm going to put some of these back. Because I'm using the concrete for scaffolds as well, I'm using more concrete than I am plates. So I think it makes sense to take slightly more concrete. Alright, back we go. So that's what it looks like from base at the moment. Somewhere probably between 1/5 and 1/4 of the way down to the ground. This one. I wish going through the hypertube didn't turn the torch off. You can't turn the torch on while you're in the hypertube either. That's the one I came out of. This way. This way. And this way. One thing I've never been quite sure of with crouch jumping, are you supposed to just hold the crouch button, or are you supposed to let go of the crouch button as you jump? Never been certain on that. Sometimes I feel as though letting go of the crouch button gives you a little bit of an extra boost. But then, equally as often, it doesn't seem to make any difference. Okay. Right, back to work. Here's a question for you that's totally not geared towards my own factory game. What would be your favourite factory automation genre game mechanic? Like, some things I think are standard to the genre, like conveyor belts spring to mind. Whoops. But then some mechanics are game specific, so there can be simple quality of life things, like the pipette tool. In Satisfactory, if you have the dismantle tool available, and I think this is default, though I might have remapped it, middle mouse button, that changes it to building whatever it is you are pointing at. I use that a lot rather than going into the build menu. Factorio, if you mouse over something and press Q, that will pick up whatever your mouse is over. Doesn't, at least as far as I know, there's no such mechanic in Astroneer. but then that's not really a factory game, that's just how I play it. So that would be a simple quality of life one. Or you can go like more game mechanics, so like Factorio's trains or Satisfactory's hypertubes. Or like Astronea's pseudo-teleportation. Inserters. Okay. You think the most important thing is to count your machines and show you the materials produced per minute. Tracking is extremely useful. Trains and such for bulk material transportation. Yeah, so I keep going back and forth on the idea of inserters. Because while, if done well, they look cool, or at least they can look cool, your inserters, much as you have with Factorio and Dyson Sphere, program, not project. Yeah, if you have a lot of them going, particularly if they're in sync, it looks pretty cool. But to be quite frank, I don't think I'm skilled enough a programmer to be able to have a system where a player can build hundreds and hundreds of them, like Megabase style, without it having a massive performance hit. The alternative to inserters is direct insertion like you do with Satisfactory, so your belts or whatever feed directly into machines. And I keep going back and forth on that. Blueprints and deconstruction planners for mass building. Yes, that is something I have also considered. I think, though, while perhaps not like a late in development thing, it's certainly not something to concentrate on at the beginning. Ooh, nearly ran off there. As far as the inserters go, I think what I'm inclined... I'm the more I think about it, the more I'm leaning towards direct insertion. But I would rather not have it be Satisfactory style direct insertion. I don't want conveyor belts just going to like a dark hole in the wall. I want it to feel as though... I'm not sure how to word it, to be honest. I want it to feel as though the belts and the machines are disconnected. As in Factorio and Dyson Sphere program. Whereas with Satisfactory it feels as though like the machines are almost an extension of the belt. I don't think I want that. I mean, it works well for Satisfactory, don't get me wrong. The other thing I'm toying with, and I've built sort of early prototypes of each of these, and I still can't decide which I like better, is square-based grid or hexagonal grid. Because hexagons are bestigons after all. And it would help differentiate it a bit from other games with similar styles, I guess. But I can also see hexagons causing OCD-related problems. People who play factory games tend to like things in nice, neat, straight lines, which can certainly be done with hexagons, but it's a little more, you know, involved, a little more pernickety. Yes, I do indeed watch CGP Grey videos. What do you think? Like, I know you haven't seen the prototypes or concepts yet, but just sort of gut feeling. Bearing in mind it's side-on 2D, what would be a gut feeling? Squares or hexagons? Of course, the other thing to bear in mind with hexagons is that some of the mathematics behind it is a little trickier. But I'm willing to deal with that. I'm gonna vote for hexagons. Maybe that's what Factorio's DLC will be. Hexagonal land. Depends more on the implementation. Yeah, like it's very difficult to have an informed opinion without like at least seeing an example of each of them. But yeah, as I said, I keep going back and forth on many different things. Had a couple of restarts. Like I haven't even decided on an art style yet, which will heavily impact the look of the game. Well, I guess it will be the look of the game. But yeah, it's possible that, you know, one art style might look great in hexagons and one would look terrible. You've always associated hexagons with civilization games. Not sure how well they would work with Factoria's perspective view. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if Factoria were to do it, I guess they would sort of be squished hexagons. Which still tessellate fine in 2D, so it would work. I think I may have a little overcompensated for the amount of concrete I'm using to build foundations here. Well, at least hopefully with the upgrade we did, that storage will be full of plates by the time we finish this and get back. Hopefully. Now, oddly for someone who is, well, I guess you would call me a gamer, I've never gotten into Civilization. So, when I think of games and hexagons, I think of Settlers of Catan, which is a board game. It is an amazing board game that I thoroughly recommend to everyone. And my partner, not at all interested in board games, but on a holiday we went on a while back, before the world ended. Actually, I brought it along and it was enjoyed. Very quick and easy to learn. You can teach it to a group of new people in an hour easily. And once you know how to play, like you can have a 4 to 6 player game in probably 20 minutes as long as no one dawdles. Excellent game. Alright, do I have enough iron to do another one of these? Well, I do not have enough iron to do an entire one, so let's go get more iron. How far around did I get? This far-ish. Oh, we're about 2/3 of the way around now. Okay. And thank you, autosave. Oh, no, wrong one. This one. Yeah, from a programming perspective, the tricky thing to think about when working with hexagons is what's your coordinate system? Because on a square grid, like if you want to say there's a building at, here, or there's, a decorative stone here, you just take its XY coordinates and that's easy. But on a hexagonal grid, there are ways to get XY coordinates, but it's a little... You have to do various transformations to it. Oh, thank you, Spider Boy, for the follow. Okay, so we'll take all of them. We'll fill up on concrete while we're here. And back we go again. How am I doing for fuel? 156. I didn't need to open my inventory for that. It says it in the bottom. So it's round about here somewhere, I think. Yeah. There's your pipette tool in action right there. Yeah, I've also been trying to think, like, how many phases do I want in the game? So, to compare it to Factorio, because every automation game ever will always be compared to Factorio, you've got... I guess the phases are mostly dependent on how you transport things. So early on, you're running stuff around, you're putting things in machines yourself. Then you've got conveyor belts. That would be like your next phase. After that, probably comes... it'll either be trains or like higher tier conveyor belts. They can probably be swapped around depending on how you play. And then you've got like short range logistic spots. I was worried about that. That ladder's going to have to move. Yeah, short range logistic spots. Then like long range trains, and then long range logistic spots. Or at least, no, probably long range logistic spots isn't. Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I mean mass transportation logistic spots. So instead of using belts, it's all bots. Most mega bases seem to do that these days. Probably because belts are so bad for UPS. Certainly at mega base scales. So what do I do about this ladder? There's a friend down there. Oh no, that's a bird friend. That's fine. I definitely want the ladder because I need a way to get from the top to the bottom while I'm actually constructing the whole oil thing. But I need to move it back a little bit. In fact, it might make sense to put it near the hypertubes. I don't think there's any specific reason for it to be on this side other than that's where I put it. Okay, it's still got the space. So yeah, for now, let's just keep this as walls. Yeah, and I'll put the ladder over there somewhere going down, but this time like on the outside of the walls. So, what's the button? Organization ladder, like there. So I can still have the wall behind it. Another thing I've been considering for my game is, I guess, risk factor. So, to give you an example, Factorio has biters. Satisfactory has the various enemies that are dotted around. They don't actively attack your bases. They just attack you if you get close. And then Dyson Sphere program, as of yet, has no risk. I have noticed the mech suit has a hit point value, but it doesn't seem to be relevant to anything yet. So I don't know where on the scale I would want my game to be. Like from enemies will actively try and destroy your base to there is no risk. For the record, if there is a risk value, I will have a setting to turn it off. There will be a peaceful mode, regardless. Yeah, that's the same distance down. There's a lot to think about when building a game. It's almost as if it's hard work. Who'd have thunk it? Ooh. I'm glad that built somewhere easy to find and not like in the middle of that somewhere. Right. Okay, that's all my scaffolding. This scaffolding here is a little bit too close to be properly useful. I think that's the same distance as everything else there. Yeah. Okay, so this segment here, the hypertube comes in on the middle, goes up on the right, so I'm thinking let's go down on the left. So I need the center wall door, and then ladder. This is going to land in the water. Oh well. Doesn't really matter if it lands in the water. Actually, hopefully this water's not too deep. Well, luckily I've got a jetpack. It'll do for now. I'll just have to make sure I bring back a couple of extra rods. Alternatively... This will make sure I'm on the same grid. Okay, that will do. Where actually is the oil from here? Crude oil. That's not crude oil, that's crude oil. Did I do quartz both times? Crude oil. So one that way, that way. Okay. So I was actually going to remove that bridge, but I'll leave it in there. Then that actually comes down perfectly. Marvelous. Okay, well, a little more evenly balanced for concrete and plates this time. Right, so I think I might actually come down a bit. I want my next layer of scaffolding to be here-ish. But further out. Yeah, and then I can build from here all the way down to somewhere down there. That far by the looks of it. Okay, so yeah, this section's a little bit longer, but so much the better. Right, now do I want to get rid of that scaffolding level, or should I leave it there? Oh, I think I will get rid of it, actually. Oh, you don't replenish jetpack stuff while on ladders. That's useful to know. Okay. Actually, let's stand on top of the hypertube. Okay, where's that? Where's that scaffold? There it is. Alright, let's do the next layer level. Let's not try to say layer and level at the same time. Doesn't work. Thank you, autosave. So I think that's 23 more layers down, or levels down, or walls down, depending on your preferred metric. Not sure how many were in the first section. Did I skip one? Yes. Okay, so each section then is what, 23 times 3 times 3, 207 iron. So yeah, I can probably get a quarter of the way around on this section. Not quite as far as last time, but my sections are bigger. I think I might want to turn the sensitivity on my mouse down for this. I normally prefer having an overly sensitive mouse, but for these pixel perfect things at long distance, it can be a little tricky. Now, I wasn't actually counting. I don't know if this is the same height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, that is the same height. Fifteen, 20, 21, 22, 23. Alright, next. I'm wondering if I should put any windows on this. Like, I could have an entire one of these 3 wide sections just be built out of windows. That might look pretty cool. Do windows cost the same? Yeah, 3 iron, 3 concrete. Because all of the best windows are made out of iron and concrete. So I should be able to get most of 2 more sections done, if I did my maths right. Where's the pixel? Oh. Okay, I've got 204, and I said I think it takes 207 to do one of those, so we are about to run out of iron again. Fun. I think I am going to have some windows. I'll have 2 lots of windows actually. And I'm going to have them directly opposite each other. I want one sort of facing... so if that's my home base there and that's where the hypertube comes in, I want one sort of facing that way-ish, so northeast, and I guess one facing southwest as well. So after I finish this, I'll have a quick jaunt up top and we'll figure out which segments we want to be windowed. And yeah, I will probably just run one short, of course. Yeah, I'll come back to that one. All right. Alright, up the ladder. Alright, so northeast. I think is this one. So those ones there. And southwest. looks to me like it's... Ooh, I don't know actually. These three. Are they directly opposite? I'm second guessing which ones the northeast ones were now. Okay, so if I line up directly with this line here, I can see east on the compass but not north. If I line up with this line here, then I can see east and north. So it must actually be these three. Right, let's put these walls back then. Get rid of these ones. Okay, right. Now, inconveniently, I kind of want to delete all of these walls as well. It's a very risky way of doing this. Oh, frame rate. Okay. Messed that one up. Let's try it again. Did I get all the walls? Yes, I think I did. Okay, I'll replace them with windows then. So, next question is, what kind of windows do we want? Because it's one big window going down the entire side, I don't think I want the reinforced window. The single window from a distance just looks like one of the gate walls, which looks a bit naff, to be honest. So we've got the frame window. Which will look like this. Of course, it's the middle of the night, which does not help. Or the panel window. My gut says panel window, though I might change that. Okay. Ooh, do you reckon I can make that? That's a long way to that scaffold. I'll try it. Ah, we're fine. That was easier than I thought, actually. Okay. We'll do the same with the southwest wall. Oh, no, I need the ladder first. There she blows. Whoa. Then we'll go back, get more iron, get more concrete, and build more walls. My game will definitely have a jetpack, by the way. I can tell you now. I don't care how long it takes me to figure out how to make it. Right. Apparently I missed one of my scaffolds, but, you know, I'll take it. Okay, and panelled window. One, two, three. I can make that. Okay, let's go get more stuff. So, I must admit this project is taking a little longer than I thought it would. And this is a massive building. I mean, all processing can take up a lot of room, especially if you bring it in from other places on the map. But yeah, that's a big building. See what it looks like from a distance now, like how much further we've gone to the ground. That might actually be as much as halfway. Maybe more than halfway to the ground. Alright, so, more plates please. Yoink. And more concrete please. Yoink. Back we go. Probably don't need the snowballs with me, but I like them. I can't decide if I want to do something about that ramp that leads up to the top of the cliff as well. It was just my initial scaffold to get the sky base in place, but maybe I should leave it there for posterity or something. Alright, next section. I 23. I swear my autosave interval is shorter than it was before. Alright, next. This will do nicely. $23. And rinse and repeat. Oh, I lost count there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 23. There's a very distinct line there. I think that might be the world boundary. Well, we're not over it. That's what matters. $23. Okay, 2 more sections before we get to the window. Still got a good number of plates. 23. Right, next. This will do, I think. $23. 'Okay, so the base is almost aligned east-west, which means, well, north-south would be a quarter of the way around. So northeast-southwest is like 3/8 of the way around. $23. And back to boring walls again. Okay, I think I've turned my mouse sensitivity down a little bit, so hopefully the ones at the bottom will be a bit easier to do. I lost count, but I think that's 23. Okay, 741, that's enough for at least another 3 segments. I thought I deleted the one I was standing on there. A little bit of a shot of adrenaline to the heart. Adrenaline. Words are hard. There we go. Oh, I was wondering, what the hell is that the shadow of? But yeah, of course. Fair enough. Oh no, not a wall, please. Foundation, there we go. Okay, 327. One more section. Well, actually, say 327. We've only got 133 concrete left, which is not enough concrete. So I'll start, but I won't be able to finish this section. There we go. Alright. Back home to get more stuff. Not the most interesting stream this week, but it's all for the greater good. The greater good. Okay, in we get, down we go, in we get, across we go, out we get, in we get, zoom we go. So about halfway around with that lower section, I think. Yeah, the colours, at least at this graphics quality, which I've got turned down, the colours don't quite render properly, but I think the window will look quite good there. There's a... What is that lump at the top left supposed to be? Oh, I left a scaffold floating. I wonder where that is, because that's not lined up with any of those walls. Curious. Right. Plates. Oh, that did not fill up, actually. That does not look to be 100 per minute. Well, that is apparently producing at 100%. That is apparently producing at 100%. Maybe it is 100 per minute. Maybe I'm just building faster over there than I thought I was. Alright. Take all of that. Take a little bit more for luck. And back we go. I hate the lower mouse sensitivity. Oh, I've got two of these. You very rarely see two of these close together. Oh, hello. Reckon I can bounce from one to the other. Oh, not if you turn the wrong way. Oh, missed. You know what would be hilarious? If these things could get sucked into the hypertubes. Oh, now I can bounce from one to the other. Just imagine one of these getting sucked into the hypertube and sort of flailing around on the inside. Zooming. That would be hilarious. Coffee Stain, if you watch this, please implement that. Let animals get sucked into hypertubes. I don't even care like if it clips through the hypertube the whole way. It has to happen. It would also be a good way of getting doggos home. Right, so we've got about halfway around, so this way-ish. I mean, yeah, the animals get affected by like bounce pads and such. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to have them be affected by hypertubes as well. Mind you, the vehicles are also affected by bounce pads, and having vehicles affected by hypertubes would be disturbing. Or at the very least, someone should make a mod of that. But I stand by what I said. One way or another, it needs to happen. That's 23. Oops. Thank you, autosave. I am once again beginning to wish that I had that Smart Foundations mod. It would make this so much faster. I don't actually know how to install a Satisfactory mod, to be honest. I'm sure it's easy enough. You know what? I think I'm going to try and get it. So I've been streaming for about 2 hours now. Normally about the 2 hour mark I go on a 10-minute break to go and get myself a drink. I'm going to do that now. However, this may be an extended break. I'll say not longer than... I'll say not longer than 20 minutes. Once I go and get my drink, I will see if I can figure out how to download and install the... I think it is the Smart Foundations mod that will let me build stuff like this in bulk. If it doesn't work, then I guess we just continue. But anyway, I'll put on the tunes for you, and I will be back at some point. If there's like major technical difficulties, I will come back and just talk while I'm working. But no, hopefully it goes without a hitch, and then we can get this done a bit faster. May need to convert to non-experimental. Good point. That is a very good point. I believe at the moment there's basically no difference between experimental and main. I guess we will see. I will back up my save as well. So worst case scenario, we're not any worse off than we are now. But thank you, Mad Demon, for that. Yeah. Okay, so I will be back in at most 20 minutes. See you in a bit. Right, we are back. And nope. So while there's nothing functionally different between the current experimental build and the early access build, there has been an entire engine upgrade behind the scenes. So I can get the mod working in early access, but my save won't load. In fact, the most recent save I have that will open in early access is just at the completion of my Christmas factory. So you're talking almost 2 months ago. So we're just going to continue. Which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully the mods get updated, or whatever needs to be done gets done. Yeah, turns out actually getting mods is fairly easy. They just don't work on experimental, and my saves don't work on early access. Oh well. So we'll just keep doing it the old-fashioned way. It's not so bad. It's just a little boring. Did that last one work? Yes. Okay. Thought I was slower than normal. I wasn't sprinting. There we go. Unless anyone happens to know of a tool that will convert a save from the new engine back to the old. Like, just on the off chance, I actually opened up the map in the Satisfactory map, the save editor, and downloaded it again. Just in case that might turn it back to the old one, but no such luck, unfortunately. I mean, theoretically, I could build this with the save editor, I suppose, but that seems a little bit too much like cheating. I've always preferred to play games in pure vanilla. I mean, my Factorio world at the moment does have a few quality of life and extension mods, but I've played that enough in vanilla to be comfortable to say that, you know, I've been there, done that. Whereas with Satisfactory, I've spent relatively little time in the game and have never gotten to a stage where I could say I've completed what Satisfactory has to offer in vanilla. yes, I think once the mod does get sorted out with the current version, I will definitely get it. Because we'll certainly be doing a lot more repetitive tasks. Big buildings and lots of foundations and such. I think I'll try and limit myself to just like foundations and walls, but it would be nice. Okay, I've got enough iron to do another one. We're definitely making progress, at least. If not quite as quickly. Does that look right? Something looks slightly off there. I think we're okay. Right. Oh, that's right, I'm out of... Now, do you think we can make that one? Because we're not on a higher level this time. Let's try it. Yeah, we'll make that. Oh, assuming the frame rate holds. Alright, let's go get some more stuff. And maybe we'll be able to finish this level with another inventory full of stuff. Boom. Yeah, we're getting about a quarter of the way around each time. Maybe slightly less. So we might need 2 more loads. Okay, well it's not full of plates. How many have we got? A few more would have been nice. Did I manage to get it? No. Like I can get the mod working on early access. I can't get my saves working on early access though, because there's been an engine upgrade. So I could play with the mod, but I would lose like 2 months worth of work. And that is not quite worth it. I'll definitely keep an eye out for any mentions that the mods do work, though. Right, let's get rid of that. Oh, damn. Fine. Where did that go? I'm gonna hope it's just on top of one of the concrete blocks in the main, like, ring on the lid. Once we finish that, I'll have to... Yeah, once we finish this, I'll almost certainly forget to go and get that. That'll have to be something I consider for my game, actually. If you try and pick up something when your inventory's full, what happens? Factorio doesn't let you. Satisfactory drops it on the ground. Dyson Sphere program just deletes it. I think deleting without warning is a bit nasty to the player, so I probably won't do that one. Maybe just not let you? I feel like just not letting you pick it up would be the nicest to the player. Ooh, missed one. There we go. Yeah, like it's with Dyson Sphere just deleting this stuff, I think that's probably my least favorite part of the game. Because it feels like you get punished for making a mistake. No one likes to be punished. And I guess there's the argument to say, well, just learn to check how much inventory space you've got before deleting something. That's all very well, but all of the other similar automation factory style games have kind of trained you to not have to worry about that. And when you build in an existing genre, you have to be aware of the tropes. It's like if you build a first-person shooter, it's kind of expected that you have WSAD controls. And there's, strictly speaking, nothing to say that you need them, but if you don't have them, everyone's going to get confused at how to play your game. I mean, hell, you could build a first-person... You could build a first-person shooter that is not click to shoot. You could have, I don't know, press P to shoot or something. But it wouldn't exactly be fun. Yeah, I think I'm inclined to go down the path of, say, you can't delete something. If you can't fit it in your inventory. Or at the very least, like, say, give the player a warning. Say, if you try to delete something that wouldn't fit in your inventory, the first time you attempt it, it doesn't let you, and it gives you a warning saying, not enough inventory space. Are you sure you want to delete? And then if you do it again, then it deletes the item. That would be fine, because sometimes you don't care about picking up the items. Sometimes you actively don't want to. But it's the deleting it without warning that stings. Oh, thank you, autosave. Some Japanese console games have really weird keyboard ported controls. That could be because, well, I have no idea what a Japanese keyboard looks like, to be honest. But like in the one game I have built to rough completion, I didn't have custom key bindings, but I had multiple control methods. It was just a 2D side scroller, but especially for PC controls, you have to be aware that not everyone has a QWERTY keyboard. Like particularly in Europe, like there's, I think the AZERTY keyboard is quite popular. I think that's a French one, might be German. There's a couple of others that, obviously because you're not typing the same letters with the same frequency, they have different letters in different places. So, instead of just WSAD, have arrow keys as well. Obviously allowing custom key bindings is the best option for that. But even then, it's good to have good defaults. Okay, last column in this section. Oh, actually went one too low on that. Okay. Right, so let's pick up the scaffolding again. Whoops, no, I need to press and hold control, that's right. Just double check I do actually have inventory space. Of course I do, because I've just used my inventory. Right. Last time we went all the way around in 3 dismantles. Are we going to do the same? Probably. Don't know if I know this, but if you let control, it remembers what you have selected for deleting. Yes! Yes, I did know that, but I want to select all of these things as I'm going around, so I have to press and hold control. Oh, can't quite do it in 3. Yeah, so that lets you do things like this. Let go of control, and then hold it again, so I can select and hold those ones. Okay, yeah, I did get that last foundation. Alright, let's go and pick up that box before I forget. And there should, well, there shouldn't be, but there probably is a wall attached to one of the foundations on the lid. There it is. Okay, right. Now, where was that box? There. Let's try that again. I want to land on top of it. Shouldn't be this difficult. Right, there we go. Grab that concrete. Come back over here. Right. Now, I do have a few plates left. I want to... Now, I doubt I will, but if I go right down to the ground... Ooh. I think we have a fast way of doing the rest of it. I can just build down like this now. I did not expect that to be in reach. But that is good. Now, I know some of it's over water. So, actually, let's go this way round then. Yeah, I think for the ones over water, we'll build a little bit of a scaffold that goes out. Because this is much, much quicker. Oh, and yeah, see, already out of plates. Now, unfortunately, that hypertube is switched off at the moment, so I have to still climb the ladder to get back. Now, the downside to this is because we're now building much faster, we may not be producing iron plates fast enough. If I were to switch off the modular frame sinking, so modular frames were no longer going to the awesome sink, that should build up a supply of iron plates pretty quickly that I can pinch. So yeah, let's head over there. In fact, there may even be a stash of iron plates in some of the machines anyway, so we might have a look at that. At the moment you're making enough fuel for 480 generators and you only have 60 generators down. I've only really just started oil in this playthrough. Like, I have a... Actually, how much is it? Oh, I don't have... I will figure out how much power we've got in a second. In fact, we might... Is there a power cable up here? Nope. But yeah, at the moment, all of my power is coming from a large coal power station. You can just about see the building over there. This one. And that is giving us... Yeah, 7.2 gigawatts of power, all from coal. Right, so this belt is not moving. That means either it's broken or it's attached to something which is full. Let's go see. Right. That went along here. This is all full. This machine, what are you doing? Oh, that's right, you're just working super slow. So I'll pinch those iron plates. This one should be similarly full. Yeah, pinch those as well. These ones I don't think will be full at all yet. All of the other iron plate belts are moving. When I'm done, you'll have 72 gigawatts. That's a lot of watts. Right. Am I making iron plates anywhere else over here? I'm not sure I am, to be honest. What's that? That is... this is just an iron plate building, isn't it? No, this is an iron ingot building. That one's my iron plate building. This one here is... oh, it's been so long since I've been here. What's over here? Iron ingots into rods. Okay. Rods aren't really helpful at the moment. And these are modular frames. So these are using reinforced plates. I should have a stash of reinforced plates somewhere, but again, that doesn't really help. So, yeah, that is full. So if I turn off... actually, yeah, I will take the belt, because that will give me a few more plates back. If I turn off this guy... these will eventually back up. I figured exactly how many we're making, but... it seems slower than I was expecting. That's more like it. Yeah, this will eventually back up and give me a stockpile of plates. And then that way, later on when I need... more modular frames and forget why my factory is not working, I can blame it on me now. Sounds good. Right, we'll go and grab what plates we've got from the starter factory. Why is this belt partially empty but this one isn't? They are supposed to be equal, I'm fairly sure. Let me check that. There's a little gap there, but yeah, this one has much bigger gaps. And these buildings are supposed to be symmetrical. Right, so this belt here comes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 machines. That belt is also coming from 6 machines. I haven't seen anything come out of this. You've got no ingots. Why do you have no ingots? Oh, now you've got ingots. Because this central one isn't full. Okay. Can I... very nice. I'm trying to do that. Thank you. I don't like that these belts aren't even. They're supposed to be even. No. It's been working up until now. Let's pretend it's working properly. Right, back we go. See how many plates we've got down here. How much concrete do I have? Some. Oh, the belt is backed up. Good. That means this is full. Yoink. And the same there. Okay. Silo's looking good from a distance. I think I cleared all this island of friends, but I do think they respawn if you don't have any powered buildings nearby. So I guess it depends. Are those hypertubes close enough to prevent anything from spawning on this island? Just in case, I will keep an ear out for anything that sounds growly. Haven't missed any? No, good. Wait, hang on. Okay, yeah, we're not on the windows yet, good. Windows is the next one. So much faster. There's some evil nature in the way. Is that tree small enough to cut down? Oh, easily. We'll bring the chainsaw back next time we're here. Ugh! Evil. I hear splashing, so I think I might be in water. Okay, so let's see. These foundations that are over here. Now, in theory, this one should almost match up with, oh, thank you, autosave, the wall that's up there. Not perfectly, but almost. That's pretty damn close. Yeah, that red line there is how far off the circular building is from our main grid. That's fairly impressive, I think. Right, so that means I want to build this way-ish. Oh, okay. Okay, that way. Oh, no, you don't go there. Okay, that gets us to this island. I don't recall having cleared this island, actually. Let's, Oh, I've actually got a chainsaw, but I don't have any fuel for it. That's fine. Any friends on this island? Oh, no, actually, I do recall clearing it. Oh, we've got some friends over here, actually. Plant friends. Pathetic throw. Why is that one further away standing up? Oh, got flyboys as well. Okay. I'm actually trying to hit it now. What the hell? Oh, most of those are nowhere near it. Oh, I think I got the bird friend. Whoops, sorry. Oh. Okay, let's pick up the spoils of war. Alright. Any other friends on this island? Cheeky, cheeky. Hiding in the ground. Any friends over here? I've got power here, but no powered buildings, so I think we're good. And I'm reasonably certain I've done this crash site. I'd be shocked if I hadn't. Yeah. Okay, I think this island is clear then. Oh, there was that rock over there we were going to explore under. How far can I throw? Too far, apparently. Ooh, purple slug. Don't mind if I do. A little disconcerting that the sound didn't play until I got close enough. I don't know if you heard that. Alright, let's continue with the scaffold. Okay, so this is actually separate from the grid now, but I'm going to delete it later anyway. Just come down underneath. That'll do. Right, going this way. Ooh, a little bit close to the edge there. Okay, that should be enough scaffolding. Of course, that used up most of my concrete, but that's fine. Concrete is not something I am short of. Although I probably should go back to base and get a bit more. Is that anything interesting or just Caterium? Caterium. Climbing the ladder and flying upwards, directly upwards in a jetpack are apparently the same speed. this should be the first time we get a good proper look at the base, or the silo rather, from the base, almost as it will, that's the wrong way, almost as it will appear when finished. Because it's almost all the way to the ground now. Certainly looks much more substantial. Oh, not bad. Alright, so how many of things do we have? We've got a few plates. I'll pick up them and the rest in concrete. I choose you today. Ow. That might even be enough plates to finish? I don't know, actually. Yeah, maybe not. Actually, I didn't need to come across here. It doesn't matter. Not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Alright, see how much of this we can get finished with this load. Okay, after bringing it down this far, we'll do one more pass to actually bring it down to ground level. And then I haven't yet decided what I'm going to do on the inside. Well, that's annoying. Should also look at picking up fuel while I'm in the oil area. Alright. So I think we're bringing it down by 20 each time at the moment, so it's actually not quite as much as the last section. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how you end up with RSI. My finger is actually hurting from clicking. Actually, without joking, I have noticed the last couple of weeks I'm getting a very RSI-like pain in my left wrist. When I'm typing I'm fine, but apparently when gaming my wrist posture is not very good, because of course you never really move your hand away from the left side of the keyboard. Oh, that's not going to be enough concrete. Right, we can pick up some... Actually, do I want to pick up those foundations? I don't think I do, because I want to go back to bring it down to sea level. So let's go get another load of concrete, I guess. And I'll need more plates as well. Oh, fuel. I said I would get fuel while I was here. Let's do that before I forget. It was vaguely in this direction, I think. No, under there. Frame rate. Behave. Oh, actually full on fuel, but not plastic. I suppose some of the plastic's going towards making containers. That's fine. Nearly full on plastic, though. How are we doing ticket-wise? I haven't checked in a while. 8 tickets, and we are making a remarkably steady 19,400-ish per minute. I think that's the steadiest I've ever seen this graph. It's a difference of 34 tickets. Oh, no. That apparently is a bump. Well, I guess it means our production lines are stable until I do that. Right. So, ladder back upstairs. Go get more concrete. And any iron plates that we managed to have crafted. What is my autosave interval at the moment? $20 minutes. It feels like it's... Oh, it is actually it's auto-saving now. It feels like it's on about 10 minutes at the moment. Right. Back home. I could probably fit my entire starter base on a single floor of that building. Including the space elevator, likely. Right, so concrete first. Yoink. and as many iron plates as we managed to make. Okay, apparently I have enough space for a little fuel. While I'm here, I will also drop off the slug, summer sloop, and, well, I will craft the slug into the things. Drop them off in there. Actually, the summer sloop lives in there as well. And the carapace lives in there. Cool. Right, back we go. So I'm wondering whether or not I should put a proper roof on the silo, or if I should just like put the fluid tanks up there. I did it again. I don't really need to go this way. Oh well. In any case, I don't think we will get to roof decorations this stream. Something to think about there. My plan is still to basically pump all of the oil all the way up to the top, and then have it sort of be gravity fed through any processing. That way I can avoid having to put pumps in the middle of processing lines. That, and I think it will look more interesting. I haven't yet decided if I want to pump the oil up on the inside or the outside of the building. That I feel is a separate question. You are in the way. Tree be gone. There, isn't that better? Isn't life better without trees? Still don't have enough plates for all of this. Oh well. Okay, this time when we run out of plates, rather than go back immediately and grab the dregs, I am going to take care of some of the plant life that's now inside the building. Actually, I don't even know why I bother bringing chainsaw fuel. I have snowballs now. Oh, there we go. Oh, missed. Is that all of them? All of the trees and bushes? I think it might be. Bit of inside anyway. On this island. Right, so now the next island. Apparently I can't aim and fly at the same time. Well, that's interesting, but okay. Berries are always useful, so... It'd be nice if there was a vanilla way to collect, like, berries and mushrooms and things. Can you imagine if you built an explosive snowball in real life? Wanna fly away, friend? I don't know where you went, but I'll assume you're not here. I'll go a little further than over here. Nearly got him. Oh, oh, okay, he's still alive. Okay. Oh, there are still trees over there, I see. Let's remedy that. Okay, any more, or was that it? I think that might be it. Also, do yell at me if you can hear my housemates, because technically it is 10 to 5 in the morning. And they really shouldn't be making as much noise as they are. Right, 1, maybe 2 more trips home. Hopefully we'll have enough to finish the silo. I don't understand how people can get up at this time in the morning. I have always been more productive at night. Oh, no. This way. There we go. Yeah, that does look good from a distance. The window helps break it up a little as well, which is nice. Right. Now, was it plates or it was probably plates, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, I'll grab a little more concrete as well. I'll put the nuts and berries away. Nuts and berries live in this one. Petals also live in that one. At least they should also live in that one. I may just have been throwing petals away, to be honest. Wood lives down there. Leaves live up there. And I may as well put this away. Not going to be really using that. Back we go. So yesterday I was doing a little gardening work. And by a little I mean a lot. And, well, let's just say there is nothing worse than itchy sunburn on the back of your hands. I can't decide what is worse, the itching sensation or the pain from accidentally, absent-mindedly scratching the sunburn. There's honestly not a lot in it. Right, okay, so just this little section to do, and then sort of the skirt around the bottom. And then we're pretty much done. Well, with the outside of the building. Still plenty to do on the inside, of course. Wait, I screwed up, didn't I? Yep. Okay, let's actually fill that with the right thing this time. Okay, now it's just the skirt. So let's start, because I want to sort of take the scaffolding down with me as I go with this. So let's start over here. How much more iron plates do I have? I think I might actually have enough to finish this. It'll be close. Or it might not be close. Honestly, I have no idea. Right. So I'll continue doing these sort of 3 sections at a time, I think. Seems reasonable. Oh, thank you, autosave. Has that been 20 minutes already? Wow. Okay, and then panels on this one. Let's not make that mistake again. and back to walls. Could have sworn I built 6 there. Oh well. And up we go. Right, so I said up we go. There's nothing worse than when a video game character doesn't listen to you. Right. Right, so where do these ones have to go? And yes, I do actually need another one underneath that. There. Okay, I need one there. Just want to make sure that everything is at least buried in the ground at both ends. So that one there, if you look closely on the right, you can see there's a little bit of hologram that shows up. So I need a wall there. Well, I say need. Want. So my stream preview just went dark. I will assume I actually remained online for that. My view count hasn't gone down, so that seems to indicate that I stayed online. Right. There, and I will probably need to go one further down as well. Yeah, if not more than one further down. That could be tricky though, because I don't have a bit to aim off that will go below that. I can do this. And then build that way off that one. Stream is fine. Thank you, Epoch. Okay. I'm ridiculously pleased how well that lines up. So on this side, I am going to continue the walls. All the way down into the water. But, remember this bit here isn't actually scaffolding. This is actually how I will walk to each of the oil outlets. May not last as a bridge, but I'm not sure I wanted to destroy that yet, but oh well, done now. Yeah, it may or may not last as a bridge, but it's staying there for now, at least until the oil outpost is complete. I'm going to be just short of iron plates, aren't I? I don't actually need one underneath that. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm out. So I need probably just another couple of stacks of iron and we're fine. Alright, one more trip home, one more trip back. I'm so pleased with how well that lines up. Alright, so, well, we haven't been gone long, but we don't need a great deal of iron plates. I'll take all of them there, and might as well take all of them. I'm not going to go straight there, because I know if I do, I'm going to forget that, what's it called? The modular frames. I'm going to forget that I turned off the syncing of the modular frames. I now no longer need that. So I'll turn that back on. That'll give us a few extra tickets. That was over this way. I'll go through this building. Yeah, it was truly remarkably quickly. Yeah, now these have backed up. This will actually give us a bump in tickets. Can't tell if that was going down faster than it was before. I didn't see how fast it was going before. But yeah, we were making effectively 19,400 plus or minus a bit. And I can't be bothered to wait around for that. Okay, so back over to the oil refinery, or the silo. Haven't yet decided what I'm going to call it. Not that I really have proper names for anywhere else. I have the power station, the steelworks, and the modular frame factory. It's not exactly the most inspiring of names. Okay, this time I'll remember just to take the shortcut of coming up here and flinging myself into space. Okay, and here's where we're back. There's the tiniest fraction of hologram under that, so I will put that there. Probably means I need one under that as well. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we are done with the shell of the silo. I'm leaning towards silo. That other window doesn't look like its opposite. It's not. I could have sworn I carefully measured it against the compass. Yeah, it's these three that want to be the window. Well, that is... It had a window facing out on the arch. What arch? I'll fix the window next stream. There's an arch outside. Oh yes. Potentially, like the way I see the windows is less of a way of seeing out and more of a way of seeing in. Like if this is supposed to be like a giant oversized oil silo, you could imagine there being some sort of indicator on the side to tell you how much oil is in it. That's kind of where I was leaning with the windows being a big long strip down the side. As for the arch, I might put a small balcony outside. Like 2/3 or half the way up. Whenever I get down to that floor, I could have a little door and a little sort of viewing lounge or something like that outside. It would help break up the boring exterior as well. Kind of like what I did with the power station, looking for things to bolt to the outside to make it look less like a box, or in this case, a cylinder. So I will probably then pipe the oil up to the top outside the building. Yeah, I think so. Have some pipes going up the outside of the building, help break up the boring outline. Because that worked quite well with the coal power station, I think. Anyway, I'll stop complaining. Thank you for the stream. That's all right. You're allowed to complain. This is your entertainment as much as it is mine. I would like to stand somewhere that's not too far away, but also able to get the whole thing in shot at the same time. A little bit further back. It's a lot less effort for you. Perhaps. I can say almost without a doubt, though, if I was watching one of my own streams, I would probably fall asleep. There, that's good. So, yes, I think we will leave it there for today's stream. I do plan to be back tomorrow streaming Dyson Sphere Program. I'm second guessing myself again. Is it program or project? Whichever one it is, I will be streaming it tomorrow at about the same sort of time. Astroneer probably on the Tuesday and something on the Wednesday. I haven't decided. Also, a little bit of news. My university timetable for the semester has been finalised. And it looks like I will be able to continue streaming at least until workload builds up 4 times a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. With YouTube videos as well, if I don't overstress myself. So I'm just waiting for Steam to load up to tell me what the game is called that I'll be playing. Come on. Slow computer is slow. Dyson Sphere Program. Dyson Sphere Program. Alright, but yes, I will leave it there for today. In the meantime, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.